About this day in our convention when the people of God were afflicted, and certainly we've been afflicted by many things. They called upon the name of the Lord, and then God said, I will go down. God needs to come down to us. We are living in an age and a time where we see so much things happening. So many things we are hearing. And like this man, after the fire showed up, Satan always has a plan. Satan is always seeking a ways and a means to bring down the people of God. And so it was with this man, having carried out that exploit, having early up in the chapter declared that there would be no rain, standing on the word of God, no rain. And now he came back to say there will be rain, and the hand of God showed up and the rain came down. Things must be seen happening among God's people if we are going to claim that we are walking with Him and we are talking with Him. People need to see the God that we say we serve. So God showed up. But as I said some time ago, faith cometh by hearing, but so also does fear. And this man of God moving, speaking on the behalf of God. One woman stood up and threatened the life of this man, and he was on the run. He heard. He was hearing it from God too. He was hearing from God. He was walking with God. We see the evidence of his walk and his talk. But if we not be careful, even at our greatest points, Satan is still right there, presenting himself. And so he heard. We must be careful of the things that we hear. We must be careful of the things that we let get in that will affect this spirit and this heart. So that instead of moving what we are running from and what we are running to. But for this man, even though Jezebel, who has spoken, and she said, so let the gods do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as one of the life of them tomorrow, about this time. The enemy ain't come to make the sport. And we can see today, he is not making any sport. So be careful what you hear. I am glad that God was mindful of Elisha, that even though he had done these great things, and now is on the run, did not abandon him. He said, cast all your cares upon me, for I care for you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Do you think that he was forsaken? Do you think that God had forsaken Elijah? Do you think in answering that question that when we are faced with the circumstances of our life and we are on the run that we are forsaken? You have said. So God was mindful of him. And he's on the run and he fed him. He drank. He ate. And the angel of the Lord came to him again. He told him to eat. God refreshes us even in our darkest moments. Even in our darkest moments, God is there refreshing us. He knows that even though our spirits sometimes get weary and weak, that he needs to touch us physically before he can deal with us spiritually. Because after all, this man was just fighting. But God is patient. So he fed him. He He put some energy in the man after he is running. He built him up in his manhood so that he can bring him to a place to deal with him. Man, God is bringing us up to a place where he needs to deal with us. And when he begins to deal with us, let us not quiver in fear, but listen carefully to the voice of God, because I'm coming to a very important point here. After he is fed and he is alone, and he makes his cry out to God, and he's telling God what has happened. He's in depression now. He's having a meat complex.